So you be bugging.
Ready for tonight. Should touch actually an obvious one, ladies and gentlemen. First game against the Chargers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Raider Nation. Cheers, it's your boy Turf in the building. It's been a while. Yeah, unfortunately, fortunately, actually, I had to miss. Unfortunately, that I had to miss with my guy, Pigs. Shout out to Pigs, man. Definitely got to get with my guy. We missed 2 weeks in a row. This is all on Turf. But yeah, y'all know how it goes, man. You got family obligations, all that good stuff. But the one thing I will say that we absolutely had a blast doing, and that is celebrating my middle guy. Shout out to Tyler Jennings. Yes, my son graduated high school. Yes, so excited for him. 2 down, 1 to go. Great festivities. Moms came through, sister came through, family came through. It was a great graduation, man. They got us in and out. I was pretty excited about that. And then of course we had a huge party. All that good stuff, man. So there's a valid reason for Turf to be missing. Shout out to the family, the friends, everybody that helped us celebrate, come through, all that stuff, man. I don't know, man. It's time to dive in. I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't really care for my takes, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, It's Raider Nation, man. We all got our takes. We all have our opinions, our thoughts. Doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on, what your background is, right? I'm not going into all of that. Don't get me wrong. I pay attention to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I 100% pay attention to that stuff. Shout out to the people that did this for real. Football's no joke, man. So absolutely, I believe your opinion weighs a tad bit more, when you've actually did this thing. And, like it is, a lot of us out here, man. A lot of us content creators. We've all played at least high school, right? Shout out for everybody that made it to high school. As well as the college rank, man. College, semi-pro, right? The pro leagues, the step right below the NFL, right? CFL, UFL. There's a lot of places that people can land. And I think everybody's point, can matter. Just understand that your takes are going to be ripped apart, that people that really understand, watch this game, eat, sleep, and drink football from that respect. So, hey, be prepared to defend your take, right? You always attack the argument. Don't attack the individual. That's a hard thing for people to do this day and age, but hey, all I can do is ask, right? That's all I can do. But yeah, as you guys know, this Chat Lives Matters. This place wouldn't be nothing without y'all, so let's get it popping right off the rip, man. We have Jack Gustavus I don't know how to pronounce that. 4490. What's up, Raider Nation? Appreciate you, Jack, for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. We got my dog, man. D Menace in the building. What's cracking, D Menace? Bro, appreciate you for coming through and supporting as always. Hope you enjoy the show. And yes, thank you for that, man. We all appreciate the congratulations, man. It's a big deal, right? People, we overlook it sometimes, man. If you think about it, man, there are a lot of people that didn't graduate high school. So again, shout out to Lil Man. We got Colton 2035 in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Hey, how do you think Mendoza going to play? I don't think Mendoza's going to play. I mean, that's the truth. That's really what I think. Yeah, sure, they may, throw him in there in terms of, game 9, 10, season's pretty much over. Get him some time, right? No expectations. Hopefully the offensive line is decent. You don't get him killed and ruin him, if you will, getting him in this first year. But I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't play at all. So be prepared for that. Be prepared for that, my man, if that's what you're looking for real. And appreciate you, Jack. And hi, Colton 2035. Yes, appreciate y'all for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. I know my TikTok people are mad at me right now. I'm fighting with this channel, man. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. I see you guys there, I think, but we'll have to get to that at another point. Let me know how it sounds before I get any further. Y'all know that Turf is always struggle streaming, as I say. Shout out to the lead attorney, right? I'm stealing his struggle stream situation. I steal a lot of everybody's stuff that I watch. I always pay homage, though. Right? Just like Chat Lives Matter, right? Shout out to Anton Daniels. Totally hijacked Chat Lives Matter, and I'm holding on to it for dear life. I'll use that one as we move forward, right? And again, I wouldn't say I stole, he's, as far as the chat and so forth and using the chat, everybody kind of does that. But yeah, it's his thing. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, D. Thank you, D Minutes. Yes. We sound good. Everything sounds gravy. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's get right to it, man. What's happening, Raider Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Raider Fan 32. First things first. Where have I been? I already gave y'all all of that information. I will dive in for another. Hey, I am always going to brag on my kids, man. And my youngest is no different. This kid is eating up the track and field world at the ripe old age of 14, continuing to constantly get PRs and all that good stuff. Running the 400 for the first time, 110 hurdles, 200 hurdles. Trey Day is doing this thing, man. He's definitely doing this thing, man. So let's just say life happens, right? Travel happens, work happens. And shout out to the new gig. I don't know if I ever even said anything about that. Your boy Turf is officially at Hard Rock Digital. Yes, Hard Rock Digital. So for all of you gamblers, bettors, right? All of the prop betting and all of that good stuff. Switch on over to Hard Rock Digital, man. It's in 7 or 8 states. I'll have to pub this up a little bit later when I'm formally ready to do that. But, it's been a while. I've been holding on to that. And that's, again, one of those new things, right? Kind of taken away. But in a good way. Because, if there's anything in terms of betting and football and sports in general, oh, man. I'm in heaven right now, ladies and gentlemen. In heaven. The gig is legit. So, yeah. That's where we at, man. But one thing that never changes, Raider Nation, man, and our obsession with the silver and black. And did I pick a good time to return? Right? While I've been away, the Raiders have been making moves, right? The rookies are in the building. OTAs are underway. And Raider Nation is already debating whether we're building something special or headed for another long season. Y'all already know Turf is from the Show Me Stay right now, so it's going to be the later of the two. But anywho, tonight we're talking all of it. The draft, right? Undrafted free agents. I'm going to keep beating this running back room with the bat. And until we really get some eye tests and some real physical feedback, competing against other teams, not in the booty shorts and tank tops, right? You know how that goes, man. Latest camp buzz, who's looking good, who's fighting for a roster spot. You know what I'm saying? And who's got Raider Nation talking? Now, one thing I've noticed since coming back, this organization finally feels like it has a plan. Am I for this plan? No, absolutely not. But hey, I'll wait and see. You know what I mean? Whether you agree with every move or not, you can see the direction somewhat. You know, Kubiak is building an offense around the run game. Guaranteed. Fernando Mendoza is the future. Guaranteed. Ashton Jeanty looks like he's going to be pretty much all of the offense right now, if you ask me, in terms of wide receiver play. You know, outside of Brock Bowers, totally nervous. Me personally, I'm sure others feel different, right? We've had a couple of moves. We got Naylor from the Vikings, who's going to fit right into that Kubiak scheme, as well as his new fearless leader and quarterback in Kirk Cousins. We all pretty much expect Kirk Cousins to start. I'm hearing buzz about my guy AOC kicking up dust and causing problems. I have no idea, right? Like I say, I've been partying it up and you know, doing what family does when the family time calls for such. Great 2 weeks of a lot of family time and celebration. So we'll have to dig into that. Now, this front office is clearly trying to build something that can last more than one season. But does that mean we're winning the Super Bowl tomorrow? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But for the first time in a while, it feels like there's an actual vision. Right, wrong, or indifferent, right? Whether you like it or not. The biggest story for me right now is that running back room. I mean, I'm a running back. It's what I do. You know what I mean? On top of the fact that, hey, let's keep it a beam. Kubiak, if his offense is going to work, somebody's got to carry the rock, man. And from everything we're hearing, it's Jeanty, man. Jeanty is looking like the real deal in terms of what a lot of the optimistic people think. We already know how Turf feels about Michael Myers, right? We know how I feel. No reason to dig that deep into this just yet. Mike Washington already turning heads, which I knew was going to be the case. I mean, think about it. The guy has legit true 4.3, sub 4.3 speed, not 4.38, right? Sub 4.3. You're talking 4.32, 4.33 speed. Absolutely will be turning heads. But I think the biggest surprise in the room will be that kid, Roman Hemby. I am riding the Roman Hemby train. I think he is going to surprise a lot of people in a great way. And don't get it twisted, man. We still got some veterans fighting to stay relevant in that same running back room we're referring to. I don't think there's a chance in hell. Excuse me, French. Shout out to Lowry. Again, we'll get into it when we get into it, you know. But there is real competition in the running back room, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake, yes, they have to save face in terms of Ashton Janty, he is absolutely going to get the lion's share of everything in that backfield. But he better not get caught slipping, right? Just saying, man, because the competition is real. And that's what we're diving into tonight. Who makes the roster? Who's getting cut? Who's starting week 1? Right? Who's being overhyped? You know what I'm saying? So grab your popcorn, get your favorite drink, get active in the chat, because tonight we're talking everything Raiders, everything camp, everything happening with this roster as we get closer and closer to the season. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. I mean, look, man, let me see. I haven't paid any more attention. We got my dog in the building. Money Chuck, Ashton Bell, Kyle Move, Janty will have a big year. Respect needs to be earned, and Turf, I'm hoping you believe by the end of the season. I hope I'm believing by the end of the season, too. Absolutely. Me and you both, Money Chuck. Man, we got my nephew in the building. My dog, Rundown, in the building. You need a show? Bro, you should already have the link, but I'm going to send it to you ASAP right now. Let me get that ready. Because if my little nephew want to come through, man, you already know. You already know. It's on and cracking. So give me one hot second, nephew. I'm going to get this right for you. I'm going to send you this link. And if you got time to hop up today, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make sure I get this over to nephew. And don't forget to ping me, bro. If I forget, if you get in there, run down. Where is he at? There you go. There you go. What in the heck? Man, I'm posting it in the main chat. Oh, snap. That's what I'm doing. There we go. Here you go, Rundown. So, yeah, hop on that bad boy. We'll have to, get it all fixed up. Man, I got old scores on. Y'all can definitely see Turf ain't got it going on today. I missed a few things. I definitely missed a few things, but that's okay. I bet you nobody catches on to the fact that these games and scores are like probably like a month old. It's pretty old. Pretty old, but we're good. We're good. All right. Let me see here. I have a few things that I want to talk about. Obviously we're starting with camp. Camp winners. The biggest story in Henderson, right? And it's what everybody wants to hear. Real talk. It's what everybody wants to hear, right? And that is, what's going on? Who's the top dog in camp? And what we're hearing, if you will, is Clint Kubiak has publicly said Mendoza has been as advertised, right? During OTAs and multiple reports indicate the organization is making sure he earns everything while still being impressed with his early command of the offense. You know what I mean? They claim his leadership, right? Quick processing, confidence, poise. All of this stuff is easy to talk about, And booty shorts and a tank top, guys. I know I'm Mr. Debbie Downer. I apologize. I can't help that, but it is what it is. That's just the reality of where we are. The kid hasn't played a single snap. He hasn't even played a preseason game. But the building already feels different, right? To who? To you? I don't know. I don't I don't feel any different right now. In fact, I think we're pretty much dealing with the same thing we've been dealing with from day one. It's been 20 years, guys. And I think the front office is part of the problem. Might be all of the problem, if you ask me. Something to be discussed, right? Something to be desired in terms of your thought process on where we are, right? A lot of people are hyped up. As we dive in, you'll see why, right? You know, going straight to the point, right? Ashton Jeanty. Everything points toward Jeanty being the centerpiece of the offense, period. Kubiak's offense is built around the run game, and they are committed to maximizing his workload. I think you are going to see absolutely one of the biggest lopsided run years, if you will. Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot. We might even be 70-30. And Turf is, yes, absolutely more than that, because I don't see us winning anything meaningful in terms of running the ball 70-30. I'd like to see a little bit more 65-35, right? At most. But I get it. Right, we got to see what we have in terms of offensive line. We got to see what we have in terms of wide receivers that can get downfield. There's a lot of things we have to see about, if you will. And until that comes to fruition, we'll just have to sit back. But again, one of the biggest risers in this offense so far during the offseason, as far as what people are saying, Mike Washington. Mike Washington Jr. The Thunder and Lightning narrative with Jeanty is already taking hold. You know, Washington brings the size, the power, and clearly the surprising speed to complement Jeanty. Jeanty, it's kind of strange. Mike Washington is the bigger back, but Jeanty's the one that runs a little bit more, physical. You're definitely giving him the ball on the goal line. You're giving him the ball on 4th and inches, tough yardage, things along those lines, man. But with that being said, Mike Washington, man, he's no pushover. I mean, he's a large running back. Pause. He's definitely a power runner. Straight line speed is going to be the best out of any back in the backfield in terms of the room in general across the board. And he is a physical runner. He absolutely is a physical runner. So I do expect, and that's my thing, man. The question is, come camp, can he earn the trust and pass protection? Has Jeanty earned the trust and pass protection? That's going to be to be seen situation, right? In terms of what this running back group can do. It's a lot of new faces. I don't particularly think Jeanty did well in terms of blocking last year. But I don't think he also got many opportunities either. I thought they were very smart with not leaving him out to dry in terms of blocking linebackers, unlike anything he's ever had to deal with in college, right? So, I didn't see it, So we'll have to see how that goes. We got D. Menace facts. OTAs are overhyped. Everyone looks good. Everyone is picking up the scheme. That's what every team says. And you know me, D. Menace. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I love guys like D. Menace who, man, you are my guy, bro. I mean, you hear all this fussing and fighting. You see it not only in person. D. Menace is somebody that actually supports, ladies and gentlemen, for real. Not just the content creators. I'm talking Raider Nation in general across the board. This man's always at the tailgates. It doesn't matter whether it's Vegas, whether it's Cali. Yeah, I really appreciate you, bro, more than you will ever imagine. I still owe you shirts. I still owe you a lot, but trust me, you getting taken care of, my dude. It may be this year, man. Hopefully we run into each other. That's part of it too. Just being able to be in the same vicinity, man. JZN R8 JZN Raider. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. We got SK Rinsk in the building, and we also got Erica Glaston in the building. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. And last but not least, do not forget to hit that like button, man. Also subscribe, you know what I mean. And last but not least, don't forget to hit that notification button. That way you know your boy Turf is on, right? That way we don't miss, man. That way we don't miss. So yeah, that's where I'm looking at in terms of the running back room. I'm not worried in terms of getting yardage, and that is in the pass and running game. I think we won't have a problem there at all. My major concern is the pass game, in terms of blitz pickup, just overall pass protection in general, and what that's going to look like from each and every one of them. Believe it or not, I have a feeling there's going to be a star out of there, and it's not either of the two backs that you just heard, but I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that, man, for one more spot here as I continue down my list. But Jermod McCoy. Is it Jermod McCoy. Cornerback. Many believe McCoy has been one of the steals of the draft. Early reports continue to praise the upside. Some insiders believe he's challenging for significant snaps sooner than expected. I mean, listen to the new heads, and he's already starting. I'm going to just keep it a bean. That's where it's at. He's already starting, if you will. So, you know. And you know what? I didn't think about it. Is the game on, man? I bet the game is on, and I'm just over here slacking. This game on. Also, the truth is, I feel like the San Antonio Spurs are going to beat the brakes off of your New York Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks. You know, I am from back home, and you know, the East Coast, where it is basketball all day, every day. It's just how we do. It's just what we do. Yeah, Turf was that kid growing up with, you know, a puffy jacket, pause, and some shorts, man, coming in and out of the gym. Yeah, that's how it was for us. But yeah, I digress. We talking football right now. So I'll get to that game after, and hopefully the game's on. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I kind of want to see what happens there. But yeah, what looks good with this kid McCoy, man? Athleticism, obviously. His coverage ability and instincts. Those are the things that are starting to stick out more than anything, if you will. And last but not least, the knee injury, right? Nobody's having any concerns. I haven't heard anything in terms of, you know, not allowing him to practice as much as possible, getting as many reps, right? All of those good things we're not hearing about. Well, you know, let him sit, you know, let him rest a little bit, things along those lines. So that's where we at with it, man. Now, this is the big one. This is the guy I am most excited about by far. And it's back to the backfield, ladies and gentlemen. Roman Henry, the undrafted free agent from University of Indiana, also known as one of Fernando Mendoza's running backs. Roman Henry, in my opinion, this is your sleeper. This is going to be your guy right here. I'm telling you. Roman Henry is going to probably be the biggest surprise of everybody, in my opinion, including, right, surprises which I'm praying is a great surprise, meaning our number 2 pick, whichever one you want to pick and choose, last year's or this year's, because I'm not happy with either of them. And most people know that. When I say not happy, I mean not happy. Shout out to my dog, 805 in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, my dude. Hope you enjoy the show as always. But yeah, man, I'm telling you right now, Roman Hemby, he's actually one of the, guys that several analysts have identified as probably one of the most likely undrafted free agents to make the 53-man roster, right? Connection to Mendoza is not going to hurt. Why he matters more than anything, let's keep it a bean. Who's our third running back? Bingo. We're going to run the rock. You got to assume somebody's going to have to take some time off. You're going to need multiple running backs. And that's going to be the case, man. Shout out to Reese Rock in the building. Appreciate you coming through, my dude. Hope you enjoy the show. But yeah, he checks the boxes too. This is why I love this kid. For one, who else is left? You got Laube. We all know how Turf feels about Laube. I don't know how he even got drafted, period. That's no knock on him. I mean, I will be the first to admit he was by far a better running back than I was in the FCS. No question about it, for whatever reason, right? So it is what it is, man. I just got to keep it a bean. He's not NFL material. I wasn't NFL material. Look, man, I've told this story a few times, and I'll tell this one again because I'll never forget it. I mean, by far, it's the most notable player I've ever played with. And that is Tony Banks, man. Shout out to T. Banks. He's actually coaching right now. He's coaching in one of these leagues. UFL, one of them. I have to figure it out, man, and let y'all know. But I have heard from a bunch of our colleagues, a bunch of our guys that we all played together. Yeah, he's out coaching, man. So good for T. Banks. But I love telling the story, man, because I saw a ton of talent. JUCO, especially San Diego at that time, it was the number one spot in the country. It wasn't these other areas, right? I went specifically to here. I want to say it was the Mission Conference because it was the best, the toughest. I went to test myself. And coming from Connecticut, right? Basketball state, Northeast, no love in football, no respect. I'm going to just keep it. I got no respect. I earned every ounce of respect that I gained in terms of playing football in California. Definitely got receipts for that. I'll have to have the homies chime in and let them go off on how they used to clown me and treat your boy as a running back from the East Coast. But I knew talent when I saw it, and let me tell you, this again was back in the day where guys were, going to JUCO because they had to, not because they wanted to. I was just the anomaly, right? I was the opposite. It was literally the exact opposite. I actually had scholarships, actually for drumming as well. Believe it or not, Turf is a percussionist, man. I can bang on those skins pretty good, if you will. God-given talent. So, but I chose JUCO, man. I chose the hardest route of all, and couldn't be more happier with my choice. But the story, let me get to it, right? Because that's the thing, man. That's when I actually saw real NFL talent up close and personal, right? Every day on the field. not just with Tony Banks, other guys too, but clearly Tony Banks is going to be by far your number one most well-known athlete to play at San Diego Mesa. I wouldn't say that for Michigan State, where he finished his college career. But, he was the first quarterback drafted in the 96th draft in the 3rd round by the Rams. And look, man, I tell this story because, again, there's just a huge separation. And Lobby is no different in this. I would have expected to be like Lobby, if you will, in JUCO. My JUCO tape was wild, right? Just like I had stated, Lobby should be wild. Mine should have been wild in the FCS. Again, whole different story. But long story short, in JUCO, they used to have these big, thick books of every player. And it could have been players that have already right? The book was just thick. It was pages from years. And obviously started to top his recruits. But long story short, shifty, speed, great hands, right? They give you all of the rundown. He's the, D1, D2 prospect, D3, 3 stars, 4 stars. All of those particulars, man. And when it came to Tony Banks, there were 5 words. 5 words. You'll see him on Sundays. So Coach Fager had to write. Shout out to Coach Fager too, man. My coach actually he's in his 90s, man, early 90s, and he gave me a call on his birthday to thank me for sending him a shout out by way of his daughter, sending an email. The whole team got together and made sure we wish the old man a happy birthday, man. He's by far one of the biggest lights of all of us that are very fortunate to be led by him. Coach Dave Fager is one of the most special people that I've ever been fortunate to be a part of my life and be guided all those good things. But yes, that's what you saw, man. That's what you saw. You'll see him on Sundays. And that's the type of talent, bro, that it takes for the league. Lobby is not that. Sorry. He's just not. He's not that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Let them know we see 4 carries, 4 turnovers. The NFL might not be for you, Lobby. It reminds me of me. I'll tell this story quick. When I first got to college, real college. Shout out to Montana State. Shout out to Colorado State, where the most decorated All-American defensive lineman I played against in 95. I can't remember all of the details. I could easily go figure it out. But yeah, man, that man wanted to take my arm home. He wasn't taking no for answers. So, yeah, I had to fumble that. Kind of like how Lowry was fumbling into, hey, look, I knew I wasn't going to the league. That's why I chose Montana State in my education. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. Don't pick Lowry over E.J. Williams. E.J. is a real talent as a number 6, number 7 wide receiver over Lowry as our 3rd. I don't disagree, bro. I don't disagree with that at all. I don't disagree. So back to it, man. Camp, wait, and see players, right? You like how I did that? Camp. Yeah, Kirk Cousins, man. Nobody's worried about Cousins, but everybody understands the reality, too. He's just a veteran bridge. Maybe the whole year. Possibly 2. Right? I look at this as, Tom Brady's Drew Bledsoe. Clearly, Tom Brady is the exact opposite of, Mr. Fernando Mendoza in terms of, right, being close to the last one drafted as opposed to the first. And nobody was expecting Tom to be anything, right? So we'll have to see how this goes, man. Kirk knows he's in a no-win situation. every throw he makes will be compared to, hey, if Mendoza can do this, if every rep is going to be, hey, how would Mendoza look? When is it going to be ready for him to come in? You know what I'm saying? Like, the pressure is going to be wild. The pressure is going to be wild for Kirk Cousins. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's used to it. Kirk is that guy, man. He's probably the as far as for a journeyman, he's got to be the best paid quarterback of all time. I mean, I'm still looking for his agent. Somebody get me that agent's telephone number. I'd love to hear the secrets. I would love to hear the secrets because Kirk Cousins has never, ever missed a bag, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't think this year will be any different. I think he'll gain every bit of every penny that he's bargained for in this process. And he's going to deserve it. So, you know what I mean? It's the toughest job in football. But, he's mentoring the guy that's going to replace him. So it's a tough situation, bro. Kirk has got a serious situation. So I'll be watching. I'm all ears. Not to forget, right? I've already brought him up. And again, you guys should know. I'm an AOC lover, man. Shout out to Aiden O'Connor. I'm not going to put his stuff completely on sale still. I think I kind of backed out of that. Maybe 25% because he's still on the team. And you never know. Wilder things have happened. And for all we know, maybe Cousins, has an issue here and there, and they don't want to put Fernando out there just yet. I have a feeling AOC may be the second quarterback, on the squad, man. I don't know how it's going to work out. Clearly Mendoza's not going to be on the practice squad. That's going to be interesting. We'll have to see how that goes, though. For sure, we'll have to see how that goes. I'm interested in what we do with AOC. I think AOC has a good shot at doing something in the NFL, for sure. But we'll have to see, right? Only time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. Only time will tell. So that's my take on that quarterback room, if you will. I think there's another quarterback we have too, but it's obvious he will definitely be practice squad, if on the team at all. Again, I'm not sure how we're going to handle the whole quarterback situation with carrying three, because you're not expecting Mendoza to play. So that's that. And pouring myself a little bit more water. I don't know, Turf normally has a beer, but I'm out today. I'm out. Next person to talk about, though, in camp, right? Shout out to Paul Ford. 4991 and Soul 10. Baby doll is in the building. We got a couple of users with numbers. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Hope you enjoy the show. Trading Stooks. I mean, number 2 pick. First pick in the second round. They're saying early returns are positive, but there is a crowded secondary. The talent is there. Can he carve out a role immediately? See, and that's the problem I have, man. Why are we talking about our number 2 draft pick as if he should be starting? You're the second, bro. You're a second round pick. That should be. You gotta hit. You gotta hit there. I didn't understand this pick. We still had needs and people to fill those needs at this position, and I think we overreached. Right? We overreached. I mean, I get it. Clearly we don't like the safeties we have. We have at least the team. I don't know what this defense is going to look like. None of us do because we have a rookie and defensive coordinator. So we all will be learning that together to see what that looks like. And you know, I'm a glass half empty kind of guy. You guys know that. I've transitioned to the show me state, and I'm going to sit back and wait and see. I need to see some solid, continual choices, time after time after time, without any hiccups, in order for me to feel more confident about what's going on in that front office and things along those lines. And until I see that, I mean, hey, you guys can see I support the Raiders, right? Just as much as anyone from that respect, and I will continue to. But that doesn't mean my opinion doesn't change, right? I don't have the googly eyes anymore. Sorry, those days are over. Until we start making the change, right? Till we start making the change, man. Malik Benson. He's another interesting roster spot battle, right? The receiver room is whack. I'm just gonna say it. You got Naylor, you got Trey Tucker, and that's pretty much it. I am not a Jack Best guy. Sorry. Shout out to my nephew. Yeah, he's gonna have to deal with that. I gave him the link too. That would have been one of the first topics we would have been discussing. 100%. It would be Jack Best. Again, another second round pick that barely saw anything last year. You can blame it on the regime, etc. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. In no way, shape, or form am I a fan. And he's gonna have to really, really show me that he belongs. I'm not gonna say he shouldn't have been drafted at all, but he definitely should not have been drafted in the second round. And not by us. I don't know. At best, backup. Right? At best. So, players under pressure. Dylan Lowby. Shout out to Booby. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. We got my dog, Gunsmoke. What's cracking, Gunsmoke? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hope you enjoy the show. Yeah, that's the biggest player I see under pressure. Because with the addition of Washington and Hemby, I think the writing's on the wall. Reese already hit it on the head in terms of, 4 carries, 4 fumbles, pause. And, his special teams value is what's important, but his roster spot is slipping, guys. I'm telling you right now, Hemby gobbles that up. I get it. Lowby is definitely going to have better quickness, shiftiness, and just overall speed, I would say. But it's not necessary in terms of special teams being that big of a difference maker. And I don't think he's been that big of a difference maker, in terms of, his play and lack of. I mean, he's non-existent, guys. He should have never been drafted. I'm just going to leave it at that. And we're going to move on, right? We're going to move on. The offensive line depth. That's the biggest story and biggest issue that I don't think still gets enough conversation, because it was bad, guys. It was horrible. And I don't know how much better we're going to be, right? There are multiple battles happening at guard and tackle. Excuse me. Yep. The Raiders have clearly revamped the interior offensive line. I mean, biggest competition obviously is going to be Caleb Rogers, right? Trey, soon. Jordan Meredith and other young linemen. JPJ, we don't know what's going on there. You hear things in terms of trades, possibly. I am a JPJ fan. I would be hurt. I would be saddened by his, if you will, trade. It's possible, man. It's possible, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. I'm not optimistic. I know people are like, man, complete 180 from how Turf was in the past, specifically just a year ago. I was always half full. I think I've lost a lot of Raider friends. Shout out to my Raider friends, man. I used to get people that asked to be on the show, and I don't get that anymore. But I do. It's partially on me too. I have to get back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since I haven't been traveling and all that good stuff. But I promise y'all, for the people that have been on the show as guests, I will absolutely be hitting y'all up. Shout out to Miss Peggy Holmes, right? Jeff Rader. There's a few guys that and gals that I need to get those opinions. Scott, right? Mr. Bo, a couple of super fans. Yeah, we're going to get there, though. We're going to get there for sure. But yeah, this is what people want to know, man. Is Mendoza ahead of schedule? You're going to hear yes. You're never going to hear anything negative. I'm going to say no. From what I think, no. Can Janty become a star immediately? It definitely will be interesting. There's a lot going on. A lot of craziness in terms. Janty is starting to feel like Derek Carr all over again in terms of the polarization that you have having a conversation about him. I don't think you can have a normal, unbiased conversation. I think you either love him or you're not happy with what you're seeing based on, right, things like draft pick, position, number 6, all those things. It's a problem. It's definitely a problem, guys. And I don't know how people can't see it. Can he become a star? He has to become a star. He was drafted number 6 as a running back. It would be sad if he doesn't, man. And the problem is Mike Washington will be stealing touches. It's just what it is. So... And I mean, hey, I've already touched on it. Is Roman Hemby this year's undrafted free agent surprise? Does he steal some touches? Fernando won't have a problem bigging up his guy. I think that's how he got there to begin with, man. I honestly believe that. We got Reese. Kirk Mendoza is better than a broken ankle bow. I don't give a what anyone says. We have quarterback and coordinator advantages this year. Example, no way the Browns beat us without Garnett or Garrett, my bad. If we lose to the Browns, 3-win season. I'll be honest with you, Reese. I don't see us having much larger than a 3-1 season anyways, regardless. Maybe that's what I'll do right now. You know what I mean? That's what I'll do. That's a good look, Reese. I'm going to pull up the schedule and give Turf's official game count for the season. And we'll see how I flip-flop. Shout out to Cheeto. Calls me the flip-flopper. But yeah, I'm gonna run through that, and we'll discuss that, right? Which young DB wins a starting role, right? We got a lot of young DBs. That's going to be an interesting take. What happens if they don't do well, right? There's a lot of things that's going to happen in that secondary, right? Between safeties that are going to have to, right, show some guts, as well as these young guys, man. They're going to have to learn fast in order for us to be decent. So, and last but not least, man, can the rebuilt offensive line actually protect any quarterback? Not just the quarterback or a quarterback, any quarterback. I don't see it. Not as of right now. But hey, we know that takes time. We absolutely know that takes time. So it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, I want to get to the schedule, man. I want to get to the schedule. I want to discuss how this is going to turn out. And, you know, I'm a little nervous. But, yeah, here you go. Week 1. Miami Dolphins. We are winning that game, ladies and gentlemen. We are winning that game. ALKN 5377 says, hopefully Raiders do prove their new team to you. Win 7 or more games. If they win 7 games, that is a huge win. It's a huge win. That's a monstrous win. Yep. Monstrous win. So right now I got us at 1. Right? I got us at 1 win. Uh-oh. Y'all know that sound. It's called TikTok. And we got people on TikTok, man. We got, I think I said BB already. Shout out to BB. We got El Mocho 1076 in the building, and we got TYNR Tynery's mom. Shout out to Tynery's mom. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Hope y'all enjoy the show. We're winding down here, but Turf is giving his final take in terms of how many games we win this year. Starting out with the first. Make sure I didn't miss nephew saying something. All right, yeah, we starting out with the first, right? And that is Miami. I think we're at home. Turf will be at that game. As always, I'm at the opener unless, right, unfortunately, something pops up, but I don't think so. So I think we're 1-0 to start, right? But as you know, we go to the dumpster fire called SoFi. That's a loss, ladies and gentlemen. That's a loss. I think you all know it. I don't have to discuss that. It's a loss. Week 3. This is an interesting game. Shout out to my dogs. We're going to this one. At New Orleans, right? Going into that game 1-1. What do I think we do here? It's the first away game of the season. I would think that we're going to have the upper hand, a little bit of an advantage, but people are not going to like this. I don't think we win this home game. I mean, this away game. Yeah, I don't think we win. I think we start out 1-2. Come week 3. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where it really starts to get ugly. It really starts to get ugly. And this is where you guys think Turf is jumping off the deep end, but I can assure you, right? Week 4, the Chiefs. We're not winning that game. That's 1-3 right there, ladies and gentlemen. It only gets worse. Now we're heading to the cold New England. That's week 5. Play the Patriots. It's 1-4 right there, ladies and gentlemen. We're 1-4. Week 6 still keeps kicking you in the gut. You got the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, sure, it's at home. That's actually a game I wouldn't mind going to. I like the Bills. I like Josh Allen. But unfortunately, that's going to make us 1-5. It just keeps getting worse, ladies and gentlemen. With the news of Mr. Garrett getting traded to the Rams, we will be crying week 7. We won't be able to get out of the home building fast enough. We will be 1-6, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we are come week 7, 1-6. I don't know if anyone's getting a hint here. Uh-oh. We go to the East Coast. I get to pick up my pen, and I see another win. The second one of the season. And who's that against week 8? The New York Jets. That's what I see. New York Jets. That's a win. That's a good win. And it should be a good win too, right? They are going to be struggling. I expect their head coach to be fired by this point, if not right around here, right? Unless they're kicking up dust. But yeah, come week 8, I expect us to be 2-6. Don't get happy because week 7 is the 49ers, man. That's week 9. I think we're 2-7. Yeah, we're not winning that game, guys. In San Fran, in the Bay, the Battle of the Bay, Levi Stadium, it's not going to happen. And again, it just continues to get worse, ladies and gentlemen, right? Because week 10, Seattle Seahawks, defending Super Bowl champions. That's not a good look. That's 2-8. We got 2 wins on the season. And by the way, I think week 8 or 9 is where you'll see Mendoza or potentially AOC or, I don't know. But I think that's going to be where things are going to get adjusted, right? Week 8 or 9. I think week 10 we'll already have had those conversations, right? And we'll be 2-8 after week 10. Week 11, we got to go to Denver. It's a loss, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2-9. Week 11 is a loss, ladies and gentlemen. It's Denver. The Donkeys are going to mollywop us. Now, week 12, we get another dub. That's that 3rd win of the season by week 12. Hopefully, the morale is still decent. Maybe we're losing by a little bit. Guys are performing, right? But, we'll be 3-9. Week 12, we'll be 3-9. Right? Anybody disagreeing here? Like, am I missing? Am I way off the mark? 3-9 by week 12. Then week 13, we are getting a bye, and I'm ecstatic about that. We're gonna need that bye because we finally get a home game off the bye, and it will be against the Chargers. But sorry. We won't be winning that game, ladies and gentlemen. We will not be winning that game. We will still be with 3 wins come week 14. Come week 15, these boys will be playing for home field advantage. The Denver Donkeys. It's another loss. Week 15 is another loss. The Denver Donkeys. I don't see it any other way. Week 16. We're at home. This might be a game I go to. Maybe I bring my son to this game. It's 2 days after Christmas. Right? Week 16. I think we get this one, ladies and gentlemen. We play the Tennessee Titans. Shout out to Cam Ward. I'll be interested to see how that works out. But I think we get our 4th win of the season. Heading into the last 2 games. Right? Last 2 games. Week 17. Arizona Cardinals. I'm torn. I have a feeling that they will be doing pretty well. I have a feeling the Cardinals are going to be doing pretty well. Don't ask me why. It's just how I feel. I'm going to have to say we take a loss. I know. We're going to take a loss, and then we got to go into the last game of the season. And it's the Chiefs. It will be amazing if we can do better than we did last year, but I think that's about where we'll fall. 4-13. We yet again will be having another high pick. Maybe we get a wide receiver next year. Maybe we get the wide receiver next year. With this particular pick, it might fall right into our lap. We'll be in the top 10, probably the top 5. I don't know why I'm saying top 10, top 5. We'll be picking in the top 5. So Mendoza, you will be getting a guy, I think, right? If they don't get a guy in terms of a wide receiver in the first round next year, it better be a lineman, depending on how the one goes. It better be a lineman. You know, I'll accept a cornerback, you know, because I have a feeling you always need, right, cornerbacks. But I will be a little bit disappointed if we don't if we don't pick accordingly next year. Turf is gonna have problems. Turf is gonna have problems with that. So, but yeah, there we go. 805. I see you. You got the ceiling at 4, floor at 2. Yeah. I'm with you, 805. You right there, bro. You right there. Don't underestimate the potential Cam Ward to Carnell Tate connection. Could be nasty by the end of the season. I agree. Trust me, I'm not expecting much. Like you said, I think the ceiling is 4. A lot of people have us winning more than 4 games. I don't know how. I don't know how we got 7. Somebody said 7 earlier. I really want to know what 7 games you expect us to win out of that. I mean, I got 4 at most. The Cardinals would make it 5. Who else? The Saints. That is definitely your ceiling. Is 6 with the Saints and the Cardinals. But I don't have any confidence in that. I just don't. Not at all. Yep. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We only went over 13 minutes. Really not. I actually typically try to do at least an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes. And since I've been missing, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I've had to miss the past few weeks, but I think I'll get back in that groove this week. Shout out to my BJJ family. The boy Turf is back. I'm good and terrible. I'm completely out of shape. It's horrible. It's horrible. We'll have to talk about that later. In terms of this week, you know what? I gotta get with Spence, man. I know Spence has got a lot going on, so hopefully we can get Dead in the Water back soon. But I do know because unfortunately I've had to miss with my guy Pigs the last 2 Mondays. We're gonna set that up for Thursday. I don't think there's a basketball game. Yeah, tonight's not a basketball game either. It's tomorrow, so this is perfect. Yeah, tomorrow's the basketball game, the opener of the NBA Finals. Shout out to the Knicks and the Spurs. Should be interesting, man. But yeah. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a good one for me. Happy to be back. Glad to see we got a few of the regulars, man. Shout out to D Menace, Reese Rock, 805, right? Money Chuck in the building. And Gunsmoke, man. Yeah. I love seeing some of you old timers, man, in terms of being in these YouTube streets. I appreciate the support, man. And you know, I love chopping it up, talking this thing called ball. So, yeah, hopefully I'll have another one, like I say, Thursday with Pigs. Maybe Spence. I'll jump in on that, too. I don't know. We'll have to see. The Patriots, man, looking good. So we'll have to see. I've been saying we got to change the name of the show because he's no longer dead in the water. I think we're on our own with that one. So it is what it is. But Raider Nation, it's been a great one. Till the next time, we will see you. Turf is out. Peace.
Decomposer, you be bugging.